Marquis Westbrook is starting his third season as the head coach at Peach County. The Trojans last year, 11-2. They won Region 1 in AAA, two playoff wins, and then losing to eventual state champion Calhoun in the quarterfinal. Coach, your thoughts on last season?
I thought it was a season to be a season that we can really remember and just put a pin in, and just hopefully we can take off from where we left off last year. It was one of those seasons where, the season before where we struggled a bit in the beginning and we felt like we got better and finally got in the playoffs and felt like we got over the hump a little bit to have a crushing loss in the playoffs that first year, then going on to having a 11-2 season and, getting the number one ranking in the state. That felt good. But we felt like it was a season where those seniors deserved it, and we felt like it was a lot left on the table, which this class right here can get over the hump and try to push it a little bit further.
You had to feel good about that because I mean you knew there was going to be a transition in your first season, and then to see that 11-win season in year two, that had to make you feel good.
Yeah, it did. I mean, you constantly preach to kids and people around the community that it's going to take some time, it's going to get better. And that first season, when it didn't start happening, you kind of lose a little steam a little bit. But from your previous years and everything, you've been coaching for a while, that it will take some time to get better, and it starts to happen. And then people started believing it feels great. So, yeah, it was a wonderful feeling to have that season we had last year.
This year for your defense, you have seven starters back. You had a young unit last season, so you got to feel better about their experience from a year ago and what it could do for you this season.
Yeah, I mean, those guys on defense, they played hard last year. Sometimes they were just playing hard because they didn't know any better. They're flying around hitting people, and now they got a year under their belt, a year experience under their belt. And we have some guys who didn't play a whole bunch, but got some quality reps that are going to be playing for us this year. One of our leaders over there, Ace Blunt, is a linebacker who was an all-region guy, got some all-state honorable mention accolades and everything. He's going to be leading us over there at the linebacker spot. Feel like that's probably going to be one of our strong points of the defense. Those guys up front, those guys up front, they play very hard. They're not the biggest when you look at them on the field, but they're tough. They get to the football and they strike you when they get there. So we're really proud of what we have on defense this year.
Peach County will start the season on August the 15th against Northeast. The wind chill will be 104. We'll talk about the offense for the Trojans in our next report. Peach County rebounded last season with 11-2, and Marquis Westbrook, the head coach of the Trojans, is with us now. All right, you guys scored a ton of points, 43.7. That's hard to duplicate, but you lost some people, obviously, with DJ Hudson, the main part of that, a very experienced quarterback. What's your situation there going into 2025?
Going into 2025, we got a young guy who's taking the reins this year, so to speak, in Caden Ivory, a kid who played a little bit of receiver for us last year, played some quarterback on the JV level, and has an athletic knack about himself, and starting to blossom as a leader on the football field. So we're looking to see what he can do. He has a lot left in him potentially. So we're trying to get everything out of him we possibly can. The kids are rallying around him. Had a pretty good offseason. He came off an injury from last year, so we're hoping to keep him healthy and just keep him going afloat. He had a great mentor last year, a great example in DJ last year of what to do. So hopefully he can take a page out of DJ's book and make it his own.
Caden's going to have two skill players around him who had plenty of success last year, running back Ashton Barton, wide receiver Zion Hudson. You're going to rely on them a little bit until he gets kind of acclimated at quarterback, aren't you?
Absolutely. Those guys are explosive. They can stretch the field. They can run around you, run through you if need be. Ashton's not the biggest kid, but he's like one of the most explosive kids when he gets the ball in his hands in the open field. We're going to hand them the ball some. And, of course, we're going to try to get the ball to Zion in a number of ways. And not just them, but we got a couple more threats on the outside. Cam Cherry, Tristan Brown, those guys are going to come along a little bit. And just hats off. I got to give shots out to the guys up front who block for them and make those guys shine. Hopefully, they can come into their own. We got Big Hunter Hill, who was a freshman last year. He's going to be a sophomore this year playing inside for us. office staff done a great job of developing that offense and just making it their own. And hopefully we can replicate what we did last year and like I said earlier, take it up a notch higher.
Don't tell anybody else, but there's nothing like a football Friday night in
Yes,
Fort
sir.
Valley. And we'll be there. You know we will, Coach. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. Good luck to you this season.
Thanks, Bill. I appreciate you having me on.